Imagine if the only thing standing between you and £1 million was one question: red or black?
Because apparently one already decent show based on a casino game isn't enough, so let's attempt another. The outcome is this sorry mess of a show. Today, we're skipping the US when it comes to game shows. We're going across the pond to the United Kingdom. The UK has given us some of the greatest game shows over the years. Shows like The Weakest Link and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire are absolute classics that have been adapted worldwide. However, one show I'd rather forget came from the UK was Red or Black. Because Shoppers Casino apparently wasn't bad enough, people decided to make another game show based off table games. Red or Black is a British game show that aired from September 3rd of 2011 to September 12th of 2012, which means, yes, this show got 2 seasons, mainly due to rules on ITV at the time. The show is hosted by British comedy duo Anthony McPartland and Declan Donnelly, better known as Ant and Dec. The show is conceived by Simon Cowell, of all people, because I guess telling people they aren't good at singing just isn't enough for the man. This was also the most expensive game show made at the time, costing just over £1.5 million to produce a single episode, or about £2,250,000 today. Anyway, the show works like this. The show starts with 1,000 fucking people. Yes, you heard me. 1,000. Literally, an entire indie wrestling show's worth of people gather in a massive auditorium. They're then made to guess the outcome of a stunt, with one performer dressed in red and one performer dressed in black, and they have to decide who will win. If they get it right, they move on. If not, they're out. So it literally just all comes down to who does the stunt first. But that's not all. Those who are remaining are given fortune cookies. Yes, fucking fortune cookies. Because I guess you need luck for some reason. They could either have red stripes or black stripes. A color is then selected. The 128 players remaining then watch 4 stunts, with the field gradually being cut in half until 8 players remain. Then they're taken to the studio final, where the 8 remaining participate in challenges until the field is narrowed down to just 2. From there, we get the final 2 duel. There are 8 numbered sections with corresponding colors behind a video board, with the player choosing a color. The first player to get all 4 of their sections with the corresponding color wins, and then the winner moves on to the final round. In the final round, there's a giant roulette wheel with 36 spaces, red and black. They answer the question, red or black. If it matches the color the ball lands on, they win £1 million. If they don't, well, guess what? All that bullshit was all for naught. Oh, and get this. I only explained the rules for season 1. Are you fucking kidding me? Why is it that every fucking time I review a show, they have a shitty fucking rule change? It's happened with Killer Karaoke, The Wall, all this stupid shit. It's like I'm trapped in a perennial scene in Groundhog Day where I'm forced to review shitty game shows with bullshit rule changes. For fuck's sake, if you're gonna have a rule change in a show, at least make it suit the narrative like Elevator does. Anyway, in season 2, only 8 contestants are brought on. They can hold their nerve and do not pick right away. They then watch a series of performances. After the first 3 rounds, the top 4 scorers move on. In round 4, the 4 remaining contestants partake in a challenge, with 2 moving on to the final duel. The duel is the same as last season, but there are now 10 spaces instead of 8. But now, there's a new final challenge. The Vortex. Now, this is what makes Season 2 better than Season 1. The contestants' chosen color flashes on a velodrome. They then must shoot a ball onto it, and if it lands on their color, they win £500,000. If not, the prize rolls over, and then the next player plays for £1 million, and so on and so forth. And I will say, this is actually a good way to improve your show. The adaptation of Red or Black for Season 2 is actually pretty good. Of course, that doesn't spare Season 1 from being an ungodly eldritch abomination, but it's whatever. Anyway, here's why the show failed. 1. The concept is incredibly dull. I thought 06 seemed tiring. Well, that's got nothing on Red or Black. Compare this with Catch-21, a similar casino table game style show. Catch-21 relied on a mix of skill and luck. Red or Black relied primarily on luck in Season 1. Now I know what you're thinking. Well, isn't Deal or No Deal also based on luck? Yes, but there's also bankers, dilemmas, case swaps, and more. Number 2, the show will literally put me to sleep. Yes, I know that sounds bad, but hear me out. If it puts me, a casual viewer, to sleep, then imagine what it does to someone who reviews TV for a job. Overall, Red or Black is a sloppy mess of a show that relies solely on luck and people watching other people doing stunts. An American version of the show, hosted by Andy Deck, was considered, but was ultimately passed up by Fox. Yes, the same Fox that aired shit like I Want to Marry Harry, quote unquote. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. I'm Duality Dustman, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Damn, again? Huh. Okay, post-credits scene. Another thing unrelated to the video, but how many of you guys are familiar with singing Valentine's? Wait, no one? So I'm the only fucking one who had to witness kids in 6th grade hide from high school kids wearing lipstick and weird shirts? Huh. Well, in American schools, people would purchase these. These guys would go around singing songs. Most often love songs like that one Skinamarink song. But they also sang Wild Thing. Yes, the same song hardcore icons Atsushi Onita and John Moxley entered to. So just imagine a singing Valentine, but they're singing metal music. Imagine some person paying someone to hear someone sing Enter Sandman by Metallica or Death Whispered a Lullaby by Opeth. And I'm not talking about a Metallica or an Opeth concert. I'm talking like a full-on impromptu performance in public. Yeah, that's probably the most Duality Dustman thing I've said on this channel. But come on, it's gotta be funny. At least to my fellow metalheads.